Tuesday, it's the day after Raw, and there's always something to talk about with Monday Night Raw, isn't there? Good, bad, ugly, stupid, forgettable, brilliant, funny. There's always something with Monday Night Raw. Okay, so in this video, I talk about the little things in Raw that you might have missed. So maybe you're in the kitchen making a brew, or you're going to the toilet, or maybe you're just like, 3 hours of Raw. I can't do it. I cannot do it anymore. Well, don't worry. I have got your back. Talking about a brew, I've got mine right here. Yes, nice coffee. Get yours, get chilled, get relaxed, and let's crack on with this video. My name's Nathan from WhatCulture Wrestling, and these are 18 things you probably missed from Raw. 18 battered and bruised. Honestly, I'm a grown man, and when I fall over, graze my knee, or cut my finger or something like that, I act like I've broken my freaking leg. But Sheamus, he's got red marks on his back, he's cut, bruised, he's got welts, and he just carries on like it's nothing. He looks like he's been in Game of Thrones, and he's just carrying on. I've got to say that Sheamus and Drew McIntyre are the two toughest wrestlers in the WWE right now. I can't think of anybody else who goes through what they go through and carries on. Anyone else? 17, Bobby Lashley getting tangled up. It happens to the best of us. I'll be walking into my bedroom or kitchen or whatever room in the house, and sometimes the handle will get caught in my jacket and I'm like, Joe! But Bobby, you had no pockets, bro. Now, did he mean it, or was it a little bit of a tangle from Bobby Lashley? I guess we'll never know, but his brain acted like, hey, don't go near Sheamus. You seen what him and Drew McIntyre done last night and what they've done before. You don't want none of that on your body. 16, that slam almost spiked Sheamus. Oh my days, Sheamus, mate. Your head nearly got mashed up from that spike. I mean, you were nearly mashed potato, but luckily, he didn't get hurt. Now, even if Sheamus did and his head was hanging off his neck, then he'd probably carry on, actually. Carry on fighting, then go to the pub after, have a couple of pints, and then go to the hospital maybe a few days later. That's how tough he is. 15, Lashley's kiss. Bobby Lashley planted a little kiss on the WWE Championship in a sign of... well, what was it a sign of? Was it a goodbye kiss? Maybe. Or was it a hello kiss? But it can't be a hello kiss, can it? Because he's had it for a couple of weeks now. So, I wonder what it was. What do you think? Do you know what? It's probably nothing. I kiss my Liverpool badge when we score, so it's probably the same as that. 14, MVP's warning. I think MVP mentioned WrestleMania about 100 times. He said business about 200 times, but he also said something else that might matter in the future. WrestleMania. We'll see you there if you make it. If you make it. So you know what's going to happen, don't you? Right, McIntyre, he's going to get battered in the next couple of weeks. Then he comes back to Mania, wins the title, fireworks go off, woohoo! We got McIntyre back in front of the fans, winning the title that he deserves. And I've booked it. I've booked the angle right there. McMahon, I will send my invoice over to you in the next week. 13, Cedric and Shelton wearing solo shirts. Well, it looks like the Hurt Business might be making a couple of their members redundant. Did anyone else notice that Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin were wearing their solo shirts this week on Raw? Now, it might mean something, might mean nothing. There has been a few seeds planted though, that they are going to break up the Hurt Business. Now, I guarantee that they will break them up. If not WrestleMania, it'll be the Raw after Mania. I don't want to see him get broken up, but it's going to happen, innit? 12, Tom Phillips forgetting last week. Tom, I don't blame you, mate. I don't blame you for forgetting certain things with Monday Night Raw. I don't think anyone can blame you. Sometimes this show can feel like a marathon. Although I do remember Asuka returning last week to mash up Shayna Baszler, although Tom Phillips didn't mention it. He said that Asuka's match with Peyton this week was the return to competition. Now the wording might be a little bit different, the return to competition, the return to action, the return to match, return, all these returns, man, do you know what I mean? 11, the Miz and Morrison dressed as bunnies. I'm not gonna lie, now I might get a little bit of heat for this, but I actually enjoyed it a little bit. I actually enjoyed it, you know. Now, I did have to hop out my room and check that I was still on planet Earth, but the beat, you know, the beat to the tune, man, that was a vibe. But it's on here because you may or may not have seen it, the Bad Bunny inspired graphic for the Miz and Morrison. Honestly, Monday Night Raw, that's all I've got to say. 10. WWE lying. WWE never lies. Never! Well, Jeff Hardy's graphic claimed that he'd won the WWE Championship 3 times, but in fact, he'd only won it once, and he won the World Heavyweight Championship twice. Now, do they count that as both now? Oh, I don't know. It's just all these changes that they make with the titles is so confusing. Maybe the 24/7 title will count hardcore title reigns in the future, or the Universal title will count World Heavyweight Championships and WWE Championships and NWA Championships and all that. They'll be counting AEW Championships soon, won't they? 9. Bad Bunny losing his bearings. Bad Bunny was hopping in the wrong direction here. Now, we found out that we're gonna get the Miz and Bad Bunny at WrestleMania 1-on-1, but during this segment, Bad Bunny was hopping into the Raw set. I know so many people have got different opinions on Bad Bunny and wrestling at WrestleMania, but it's nothing new. We've seen celebrities wrestle at WrestleMania since number 1, haven't we? So, let's crack on with it. 8. Riddle remembers. Riddle said a simple line. Looking good, Skipper. Calling back to when AJ Styles was team captain for Raw at Survivor Series. What a life he's got, eh? Just riding around on his scooter for 3 hours on Monday Night Raw, chatting to people, chilling out, singing a few tunes, getting hit with a scooter in the stomach, which you'll see a little bit later in this list. He really is living the high life, isn't he? 7. AJ's cheeky Mania 36 nod. AJ suggested that Omos would drive Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston through the canvas, but it's the words he chose to use. Now, was that a little reference to the Boneyard match? A little, you know, wagwan to the Undertaker? Or was it just nothing and it's just on here because it's on here? What do you think? 6. Sheamus knocks Riddle sliders off. Yes, Sheamus and Riddle at WrestleMania for the US title. I am on it. But this bit here, this was a funny moment. Sheamus hit Riddle with Riddle's scooter in his ribcage or stomach, around that sort of area, and he fell down. And as he fell down, his flip-flops just came off, and he flicked the last one off as well. It's literally like he lost one of his superpowers momentarily. Oh, hold on. Vince, I hope you're not watching this, because we will get Matt Riddle flying in with powered up flip-flops and a flying scooter in no time. I don't want to give him any ideas. 5. Cedric's nasty landing. This made me feel a little bit sick, I'm not gonna lie. Anything with the head and neck and near falls on the head and neck are just, nah mate. Luckily, he settled into his chest and stomach on the landing, but we've seen it so many times before with Austin, Lesnar, we've seen it with Kurt Angle as well, with neck and head injuries. But, Soldier Boy, it's still fake though, innit? 4. Naomi shade. Lana said about Reginald's involvement in the women's tag team title match, I feel like he's been dumped more times than me. Naomi replied with, girl, that's a lot. Oh, girl, you went there? You went there? You went there? Oh my days. Oh my days. 3. Randy Orton's message to the haters. Well, was this a little bit of a shoot? Well, some people love this, some people hate this. Some people are just a little bit, meh, I don't really care. But whatever you think of it, it didn't end. To be fair, it might end at WrestleMania 40. 2. Bray Wyatt waiting for his cue. This is literally what I do in the morning when I wake up. The alarm goes off, I look at it, lift my head up, cancel it, bit of a snooze, head back down again. Ooh, done, game over. Bray Wyatt, there's nothing wrong, mate, nothing wrong with a quick nap. Wyatt looked up momentarily to check that Alexa was distracting Randy before he got to his feet and gave Randy the Sister Abigail. To be fair, with red lights, a melted mask, contact lenses, red lights, I said that already, didn't I? Images of him on the screen as well, and everything else going on, I'd probably have to stand up to see what is going on in that arena. One, that was Kane's pyro. I thought the mayor was coming back here, but fire is the new pyro for the brand new Fiend, since he got set on fire, melted, and then come back again. I don't know about you, but I'm still getting like Freddy Krueger vibes. Like, if he ever takes his mask off, I feel like he's gonna look like Freddy Krueger. I'm a massive horror film fan, so I actually like this. There you go, another Monday Night Raw goes by, and another video on things you probably missed on Monday Night Raw. Let me know your thoughts, feelings, emotions. Maybe you got some other gems that we missed off the list here. Get them in the comments, let's have a chat down there. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video. And you're on WhatCulture WWE YouTube right now. Why don't you check out some more sick content right here, right now? You can also follow WhatCulture on Twitter. It's at WhatCulture WWE. You can give me a follow on there as well. It's at Nathan Wrestling. I've been Nathan from WhatCulture Wrestling, and I'll see you next time.